Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Morena in Japan. My name is Brianna for those who don't already know. And today I'm going to be talking about the English teaching job that I was talking about in my last couple of videos, probably 6 or 7 months ago. So as you guys know, I quit that job at the end of January because of circumstances. So there were things leading up to this where I would be on social media every day, tweeting oh my god, I hate my life, I hate my job, I hate everything about this thing in my life. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my experience teaching English in Japan for an eikaiwa, which is an English language school. So I should have known that this job was gonna be bullshit because I got hired on the spot. Mind you, my interview was an hour and a half away, where I would end up teaching like a few times a week. I would teach 5 days a week, and 4 of those days would be in Osaka, which is literally over an hour away every fucking day. And I would get 1 day in Kyoto, which was okay, I guess. Not really, to be honest. So yeah, I was teaching an hour and a half away from where I actually lived every day from 12 to 9, basically. And so I would have to leave my house at maybe 11 or 10:30 every day. And then I'd get home at 11 or 11:30 every day, except for Saturdays where I'd have to work from 9 to basically 6 every fucking Saturday. So I wouldn't be able to get any sleep from Friday because I would have to go to work a few hours later in the morning on Saturday. And that was just my schedule for 6 months. And they were like, okay, we're gonna change it for you after you reach a certain period. We're gonna change it for you and make it easier for you. And I was just like, why am I teaching so far away when you have other teachers teaching in Osaka, they're from Osaka, but they're teaching in Kyoto. Why don't you just switch us? It didn't make any logistically, it didn't make any fucking sense to me why I was teaching so far away from where I live. And even the Kyoto school that I taught at was 40 minutes away by public transport. And of course, they paid the public transportation fee. But it's about the principle, bro. It's why am I traveling so fucking far for a paycheck? And the paycheck in general, I was supposed to be making 275,000 yen a month. But with taxes and health insurance, I was basically making $1,800 a month, and I would only get paid monthly, not bi-weekly, not weekly, monthly. Every fucking month I would have to scrape $1,800. And it was just why the fuck am I working and slaving away at this job for hours on end, teaching children and adults that don't give a fuck about where they are for this raggedy ass paycheck? So it would take a fucking toll on me because there would be days where I just wake up and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? How is this helping my future? How is this propelling me to where I want to be in life? This is whack. This is so stupid. I did not go to fucking university to be an English teacher in Japan. And I know a lot of people, they do like their job. They're like, it's a job. I don't know why you would like it, but they like it. And that's cool for you. Me personally, I don't think I could do that again for a long period of time. It was just not cool. And of course, I worked an hour and a half away, so some days I would be late because the bus would fucking take forever, or the train, someone would fucking jump in front of the train and be a whole fucking thing. And maybe I'd be 5 minutes late, and there would be a fucking commotion every fucking time I was late for more than a minute. One time I was late for 1 minute, and the fucking receptionist slapped me on the fucking arm and was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, bro, why are you putting your fucking hands on me? It was crazy. the students were overall pretty cool, pretty chill, but like the children, bro. Bro, like it's just, I don't know, I like kids. I thought kids were cool, but after that I'm just kind of like, you know what, maybe kids aren't for me after all. Like, I don't know, they're a little bit rowdy. It was like a fucking daycare instead of like an actual English class, and it was just like, bro, why am I here? Why am I getting paid so little? And why is everything so fucking messy? Like, I don't know. And we had to create our own lesson plan. There was like no like curriculum. It was just like, here is a book for reference. Just teach out of your ass for 40 minutes or 50 minutes for a class. And I'm like, fuck. I just have to make this shit up at the top of the dome because you were given an hour before your classes start to like think of shit and like come up with the lesson plan and then just go like about your fucking day. And it was just not a happy place for me or any of my coworkers. I was like the youngest person there. Everyone else was like in their like 30s or 40s or even 50s and 60s. And I was just there, and I was treated like I was incompetent because of my age a lot of the time by the staff for some fucking reason. And that always pissed me off. And I just don't enjoy being asked like inappropriate questions by students of like, you know, they'd be like, you know, you're black, right? So like you guys love fried chicken. And I'd just be like, what the fuck am I doing? And why am I not leaping across this table and like beating your ass? So that is my experience teaching English for a company that just drained the fucking life out of me. And there were days where I did like it. I was like, this is chill. This is something that I could see myself doing and like finish up my contract and just find something else. But no, I knew like 3 months in, I was like, this is not sustainable. I cannot do this with my life. I gotta do something better. So now I got into grad school. I got a full ride to grad school. I'm going to grad school. And things get better. Things improve. I wouldn't recommend English teaching in Japan if you don't genuinely love children, and if you love not being paid a livable wage, then you can go ahead and apply. It's very easy to apply. You can go to literally so many websites that will hook you up with a teaching job in Japan. All you need is a bachelor's degree. They don't usually ask for anything else, maybe like a TEFL certification. But that's literally it. It's not difficult to get a job in Japan for English teaching. If you want another job, it's pretty difficult if your Japanese is not up to par. But for me, I know that I want to go back to school, and like school is the place for me right now. So yeah. Thank you so much for listening to me rant about this job that drove me crazy for 6 months. If you had a similar experience, or if you want to argue with me in the comments and be like, yeah, that wasn't that bad, it's all your fault, fuck you for bashing English teaching in Japan, piece of shit, you can go ahead and say that, and I'm gonna just be like, all right. But yeah, that was my experience teaching in Japan. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to check out my old videos, you can go ahead and do that. I'll try to upload more often. I'm trying, but it's hard. It's hard up here. So yeah. I'll see you guys in another video. Okay, bye bye.